Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. Anyone who watched my video a few weeks ago about buying the booster boxes on Heritage, this spreadsheet will look familiar. Um, gonna have an interesting title for this one, something like the worst box break salesman ever. So hopefully that piqued your interest and brought you in. But if you did watch the last video, some of these numbers slightly changed. So I did go ahead, you can see right here, 100% transparency, full disclosure on everything with this box break. I will get into a little bit of hiccup that I had on my Tamper sealing of the packs. But anyways, I mentioned in another video a bit of a cash flow crunch around the time that I purchased these boxes. I would have greatly preferred to pay for these on my through like a bank transfer, but it would have been fairly tight. And so I just opted to put it on my credit card. Heritage does charge a 2.5% credit card processing fee. So I paid a little bit more than I had intended, 32,394.66. I do have a rewards credit card, which I retrieved 2% of that back. So my out the door price, you can see it's just that multiplied by 0.98. I paid 31,746.77. So I redistributed that, the credit card fee, shipping fees, insurance fees that I paid to Heritage. These are the per box prices. I paid 10.2K for Fossil, a little under 10K for Jungle, and about 11,500 for Rocket. So up here, same math as before. This is the per pack price that I paid, essentially figuring out the fees. These would be like the break even prices if I were to sell as unweighed. But as we get to down here, I did have quite a few people reach out, surprisingly, YouTube, Discord, Instagram, wherever, interest in buying packs. Some people heavies, some people light art sets, light single art packs. But these are the prices below. Full transparency. You will know, anyone who wants to double check the math, if you want to see the formula here, 12 heavies and 23 lights. The reason that I went for that, everything seemed kosher with the boxes. I did open one pack from each though, just to be 100% sure. You can see I hit a Venomoth and I didn't hit any of the big ones. No, well, big uncommons and commons. I hit a Jigglypuff, but I didn't hit the Pikachu or the Eevee. And then Japanese Fossil, you're guaranteed a holo. I got to hit on Lee. So nothing too crazy there. If you want to see for centering, I mean, it's Japanese. Seems like pretty reasonable condition, probably a terrible view of the condition, but and then Rocket, I didn't hit like a dark Charizard reverse holo or anything. I got a dark Arbok, no Eevee, no Charmander, none of the, I guess Psyduck. Psyduck is a decent common, but boxes are 100% legit. I am offering let me know in the comments below. Well, ideally not the comments below. Ideally email me or send me a message on Instagram if you want to secure any of these packs. Everything's going to be for sale. Jungle weighed very nicely. Jungle, I have 12 packs that are definitely heavies, 24 packs minus the one I opened. So 23 packs that are definitely light. Super confident, 99.9% in all my heavies. I am going to tamper seal them. I guess I'll address that now while we're here. Where did I put it? So the tamper-proof stickers that I got, unfortunately, don't work on plastic. Other people who've done box breaks in the past, I've definitely seen people packing similarly, a pack inside of a graded card sleeve against the card saver to keep it like straight. And the issue that I ran into, though, you can see I got two different styles of tamper-proof sticker. When I pull these off, that one didn't come off super clean, but it comes off kind of clean. It doesn't leave the residue that it's supposed to. Let me pull all four of these off and show you. Okay, these are actually leaving a fair bit of residue, but they didn't every time. The one on the bottom left very, very little residue. Some of the ones above left a decent amount. And to show you what they do on paper, they leave a lot of residue, as they should. So I guess my main concern is my tamper-proof sticker on the plastic graded card sleeve can kind of be removed without leaving evidence of tampering. And so I can't really tamper seal them in that fashion. I can't even get this one sticker off. But not very surprising, they stuck a lot better to paper, and you can clearly see evidence of tampering there. So this is the way that I've packaged all the heavy packs. This says Rocket First. I know you can't read my chicken scratch, but it says Rocket First. JJ means Jesse and James, cover art, heavy pack. It's kind of a weird way to ship a pack. If you receive it, you don't really know what's in here, right? Because you don't have the video of it going in. I did record, it took me like an hour to break the jungle and fossil boxes, weigh them all out. Initially, I packed them up all this way, and then I had to pack them up all this way. I could post that as like an unlisted video for anyone who wanted to verify, but at the end of the day, there's a rocket pack in here. If you were to buy it and open it on camera, if you opened it from this state on camera and I saw the number on the tamper-proof seal, and you were to go ahead and pull a non-holo, I would fully refund you and you could keep the cards. The jungle, I'm super confident in. I have no remote issue that there's any, like, there were 12 heavies, 24 lights, big gap between them, 0.3, 0.4 grams. The rocket were a little tougher. I have 8 packs that I'm confident are heavy, and I have like 6 to 8 packs that are in an in-between range. If anyone wants packs opened on the channel, I can open them. If someone wants them open on the channel, I'll not go for the heaviest ones. Those I'll reserve for somebody who wants them shipped to them. But if you want to open on the channel, I'll open from the midweight ones. And if I open a non-holo, I'll send the contents to you and I'll pull till I hit a holo. Kind of unfortunate for me because every light pack I open, that's a light pack that I'm no longer selling. So I'm losing $236. And you can see down here, if you've been looking at the other numbers, I only stand to profit. Whoops. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, $831. So you can see, I guess we should get through all the numbers here. Here are the per pack prices. Team Rocket Heavy 600, Light 250, Jungle Heavy 500, Light 230, and then Fossil, there's no heavier light. Every pack has a holo, the Japanese, 200 per pack. Below it, these are prices if you pay via PayPal invoice. These aren't through eBay. This is PayPal invoice. You can see I subtract off 3.5% minus $5 for shipping. So I net on those prices what's in row 13. And then row 14 is the extended box price, 12 times heavy packs, 23 times light packs. So I'm, again, full disclosure, I am profiting for myself the cards that I pulled from the packs that I opened to verify the box. And the way that works out too, I targeted around a 7.5% profit ratio. Let me know in the comments below. Is that too cheap to crack a box? Is that too much to make cracking a box? There is a fair bit of risk here. If the prices on these boxes significantly drops, no one's going to be buying into my breaks. If someone else announces that they're breaking 5 each of these boxes, that price is lower than mine, none of these packs are going to sell. So I did incur some amount of risk spending $32,000 on these boxes and then offering them for sale. If everything works out perfectly, and if I don't lose any of those rocket packs, ending up like opening a non-holo and having to refund or having to open another pack, on the 32,000, I stand to make 2,300 cumulatively between the 3 boxes. So far, doing what I've done, doing this, making the spreadsheet, I've got a couple hours into it, not a significant amount of time, but what is there? 35, 70, 129 packs total. If 129 individual people all buy from me and I have to interface with them, accept the payment, pack and ship, there's hours of work there. Not 10 hours, not 20 hours, but there's several hours worth of work there, all said and done. The amount of risk that I took, there's the profit. If it's too much, if these are too expensive, you don't have to buy any. That's fine. If it doesn't work out well, I'll never try this again. I figured it would be a fun little experiment. And the next tab is very fun. I will get into, if you see down here, these other tabs are other videos that I've done. I'm going to, as a bad salesman, as a bad box break salesman, I'm going to be like too forthcoming with information. I'm going to tell you your expected value if you were to buy a heavy pack. If you buy a light pack, expected value isn't a big concern because you're likely not opening it. It would be kind of crazy. In a way, it's a little crazy to buy and gamble on a heavy pack trying to hit big. But a light pack would be really crazy to open. Most people buying light packs are simply, I want that pack art in my sealed pack collection. I trust this guy on YouTube that he opened the boxes. They were legitimate. You don't have to buy a single loose pack on eBay and wonder, was it resealed? Was it tampered or anything? Like, these all came out of the boxes that I purchased, verified, and you can see these are the ones that I didn't put yet into here, but this is one of the light packs. So yeah, there's all that. There's the prices, there's the profit margins. Email me. As I record this, I'm recording this on, it's after midnight, so it's Tuesday night, but it's kind of Wednesday the 6th. You're going to see this on Friday the 8th. None of these have been formally sold. I did have some people say like, hey, I'm going to take X amount of jungle heavies if they're 500 or less. So I like, when you're seeing this information, no one else has seen pricing information. Everyone's seeing it at the same time. I didn't want to like do any kind of a deal just in case things were to sell out. I wanted everyone to have an equal playing field from the time that my video goes live. But yeah, feel free to reach out. I'll probably do another video in the coming weeks showing progress. If anything sells out, I'll post it in my community page or on Instagram, probably both. But yeah, this is what I have. Feel free to buy it. Feel free to don't buy it. Stay tuned till the end of the video because I might sway you into not buying it as a bad salesman. So this is the more fun part of the video. This is where we get into top is jungle, bottom is rocket. I went into the PSA pop reports. These were current as of last night when I pulled the data. These are the PSA 8, 9, and 10 pop counts for each potential hit in jungle and rocket. I didn't do Japanese fossil. I just did these two for now. Anyways, say you take Clefable. There's 411 PSA 8s. There's 548 PSA 9s. There's 65 PSA 10s. You might ask, why didn't you do PSA 1 through 7s? The reason I omitted PSA 1 through 7s, extremely likely when you open a pack fresh card, but not guaranteed. There could be an issue. There could be a dent, whatever the case may be, production issue. Most times, a pack fresh card is going to be PSA 8, 9, or 10. If anything, only taking 8, 9s, 10s, some amount of these cards that were graded, some amount of these Clefables were not pack fresh cards. Some of them might have been opened 20 years ago in condition that would have been a 9 or a 10, went into a binder, over the years received a little bit of damage and downgraded to an 8. So if anything, I wanted to be a bit pessimistic on the odds that these cards receive the grade that they might receive. So when I go to open this rocket heavy pack, according to my data, I figured out like the percentages based on 820 over the sum of the three of these. And what you'll see in these columns, E, F, and G, these are the prices in PSA 8 for a Dark Alakazam, PSA 9, PSA 10, and then on down the list. What you see, the important column is H. So H is a weighted average. Like, let's go back to Clefable. The PSA 8 is $71. The PSA 9 is $167. These are most recent sales per Pokemon price. And the PSA 10 is $3,300. If you took the simple average of those three numbers, it would be something like $1,100, $1,200. Clearly, I didn't do that. Clearly, that wouldn't make sense. Your odds of getting a 10 are much lower than your odds of getting a 9. I mean, by this pop report, the 9 is the most common, followed by the 8, followed by the 10. So I did a weighted average. You can see I took be over the sum of all these times the price of an 8. So basically the percent that are 8s times the price for an 8, the percent that are 9s times the percent for 9, plus the percent that are 10s times the price of a 10. And that arrives at $327. So if you buy a heavy jungle pack from me for $500 and you pull a Wigglytuff, if you hit a 10, you make money. That's why I made it green. If you hit a 9 or an 8, you lose money. Statistically speaking, using imperfect data from the pop report, on average, you're going to get about $328 back from your Wigglytuff. Clearly, that's dragged up significantly by the slim chance that you get a 10, but that's how I went about calculating it. And then every holo in the set is equally likely to be pulled. So what I did was I took all the weighted averages. Best case scenario, you pull a Snorlax and it hits a 10, or a Vaporeon and it hits a 10. You make big money, but it's unlikely. So once I had the weighted averages of all 16 holos that you could pull, I took the simple average of all those weighted averages, and your expected value from the holo slot alone in this jungle pack is $346. It might sound not terrible. When I saw it, it was actually slightly higher than I would have expected. It's brought up significantly by some of these high 10s. Look at Kangaskhan, look at Vaporeon, especially Snorlax, Vaporeon. But another interesting way to look at it, and that's what I did here, I added up. So everything under 500, everything under, 250, I shaded red. Red means you lost more than half of your money. Yellow means half of your money to all your money, somewhere in between. For the jungle pack, 250 to 500. For the rocket pack, anywhere between 300 and 600. So yellow means you lost less than half your money, because one thing I didn't factor in here, this is solely the holo card. I put over here right now, with $50 grading being the only one open, you can't grade your average uncommon or common card, but I did put the average common and uncommon card prices here, around $70 for a 10, around $20, a little under for a 9. And here's the numbers for rocket. But all these numbers, this number down here, that one should probably be like bolded. These are all holo only. And what I did here is I added up essentially all the reds and yellows. So this is your odds of losing money. If you buy a jungle heavy pack from me for 500, on the holo card alone, you have an 87% chance of losing money. Said another way, roughly, what would that be? That would be 6 out of 7 people. 5 out of 6 people, somewhere in there. 5 out of 6 people, 6 out of 7 people. Yeah, roughly 6 out of 7 people buying a jungle pack, taking the holo card alone, will lose money. So given there's only 12 holo packs, might be like 2 people win, 1 to 2 people win, 10 to 11 people lose, statistically speaking. Could be a better box, who knows? But like, I just wanted to put it all out there. If you buy a pack and open it, if you open it, if you have me open it on the channel, you're likely to lose money. That's how packs work. I think in 2020, 2021, and maybe even still today, too many people say everything's plus EV. You buy into a break, you could make money, you might make money. I don't want to sell my packs that way. I want you to know going into it what's likely to happen. You're likely to lose $150, if not more. Some of these scenarios, you pull this pincer number seems really low. I don't think a PSA 8 holo pincer actually went for $14, but like, say you get a PSA 8 Wigglytuff, you lost $450. Maybe you could bring it back with a Pikachu or Eevee, but like, my pack didn't have a Pikachu or Eevee in it. So yeah, those are the numbers. Terrible box break salesman, but that's the way that I want to do it. That I can go to sleep at night telling people, buy these packs if you want to gamble, but these aren't like an investment. 7-8 years ago, when I was buying these boxes and breaking them myself, they were plus EV. like they were actually plus EV. Someday I want to like do archive videos, go back, show the data from boxes that I broke, how much, what cards I hit in the grades. That's for a different day though. But yeah, there's jungle. 87% chance you're going to lose money on average. Someone might get really lucky and they might bring up the average a ton, hitting a good 10. On average, $347 return from the hollow slot. Rocket is a little different story. So one thing I wanted to touch on too, every 10 profits in jungle, which was interesting, not surprising, but interesting. Only 9 is strong enough to leave you in the profit. If you had a Snorlax and you graded 9, you made money. $50 grading fee, but I also didn't count the commons and uncommon. So I think it's fair to say you made money on that $50 grading fee. Seems fair to me. There's only 3 other hollows, that Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, the evolutions, that you lose less than half your money. Very interesting stuff just to see the difference between jungle and rocket, in my opinion. When we go down to rocket, it's interesting because it has a Charizard. It's a Charizard chase. The packs are more expensive. I think maybe I won't be able to sell any of them, especially after showing this. I don't know. We'll have to see. I did sell a couple of them at Collecticon Orlando. I sold 3 at once and I did a bit more of a discount under this price. But what I'm into this box for, and the fact that I only have 8 definitively heavy packs, I might have to kill a couple of my non-hollow packs. Every time I hit a non-hollow, if I'm opening for someone, those packs that were in the in-between weights, I'm losing $230 and I'm only making $830 on the box. So if I open 4 light packs trying to find the other hollows, I've lost money on the box now. So yeah, kind of all over the place with this video, but that's what this channel is. So different story over on Rocket. There are only, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's only 8 hollows. If you get PSA 10, you're like making money. A couple of them you're close. Dark Gyarados, you're close. Dark Slowbro, you're close. But there's only 1 hollow as well in PSA 9 that can save you. And Charizard, you can get the best hit in the box. You can get the Dark Charizard. If it grades an 8, you lost money. Like I went to Vegas. I opened a Shadowless pack, Shadowless Unlimited and first edition. I got a Shadowless Charizard. Best hit in the Shadowless box. It graded an 8 though. So I lost a ton of money still. Same scenario here. You can hit the best card in the box if it grades an 8, if there's a print line, if it's off center, whitening on the back, whatever, you're gonna lose money. It is what it is. Here are the numbers. You can see, I forgot to touch on this part, but roughly 10% of jungle cards will get a 10, roughly 55% get a 9, roughly 36% get an 8. That's a little bit pessimistic, I think, but I wanted to be pessimistic, if anything. Rocket, you do have a slightly better chance of getting a 10 here. They grade a little bit easier. And your expected value, this was $346 on a $500 pack. Your expected value here is only $293, less than 50% expected value. So Rocket might be harder to sell, especially after this spreadsheet. And then here, 87% of scenarios lose money with jungle per this data. 88%, only 1% worse, but now you're talking 8 out of 9 people are losing money almost. So that's what it is. All that said, if you've watched this whole video and you're a gambler enough, you're crazy enough that you still want to buy them, Fossil at least. I haven't even tamper sealed them yet. I just opened and verified the box. If you want Fossil, you're going to get a hollow. If you're buying a heavy, you're going to get a hollow, guaranteed, tamper seal, as long as you open that on video. So yeah, if you want to gamble, hit me up. I've got some lotto tickets. I've got some scratch offs, whatever you want to equate it to. But at least at the end of the day, you do a scratch off, you end up with nothing. You do a lottery pack. You're probably going to lose money, but there's a consolation prize. You get something, right? You get that, you get all the non-hollows, you have fun. You relive nostalgia. It's an experience. I've spent a lot of money opening packs, chasing that nostalgia, doing that experience. And if you want to, I'm here. If you don't want to, I'm still here, but you don't have to hit me up about buying packs. So yeah, that's everything. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my sales strategies. Hopefully I'm not coming across stonkers, used car salesman-y. Let me know below. Let me know below if you think I have any chance of selling any of these. I honestly bought them with intent to sell the bulk of them at events, potentially grade. Like if I can't sell the light packs, I'll probably just grade a bunch of them. Right now, grading's expensive too, so I'll have to wait on that probably. But I think it'll be a fun little experiment. Cool spreadsheet, cool colors. Let's do it. That's everything. Like, subscribe, eBay affiliate link down below. I'll catch you all later.